Well, hello my beautiful Sagittarians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your messages for September 2020. I'm just cleansing your space here and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading. It may not resonate for everybody, so please take what is for you and leave the rest behind. Okay, without further ado, my beautiful Sag, let's get straight to your reading. For those of you who are interested, I'm using the White Witch Tarot to gain the overall energy of the month of September for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Sagittarians? What are they meant to know for their highest good for September 2020? September 2020 for, oh, you want that one? Thank you so much. We have the Chariot. So you're moving forward. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Sag? What do they need to know for their highest good? Can you please guide them? We have the Wheel of Fortune. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. Can you please guide my beautiful Sagittarians? For those of you who are new to my channel, I take jumpers from the pack. I do not choose the card, as I believe that is my energy, not the message you're meant to receive. Everyone's different. There is no right or wrong way, but please fast forward during these moments. I don't like to waste anyone's time. We have the Chariot to start there. This is the protagonist energy. Very exciting energy, Sag, because it's a double momentum. You're moving forward, you're taking action, and you're actually changing a few things up in order to move forward for your growth. Not just spiritually, but also in terms of your fortune or your career path or love. We're going to go deeper and find out. But what they're indicating here is you're seeing things super clearly. You know where you need to go. You know how to get there. And you're on your way, okay? You recognize that there was some sort of change in attitude that was necessary in order for you to move forward. Now, it is Cancerian energy, so you may have felt in the past that sometimes you were on a path and you had to take a little sidestep. You had to swerve or take a little detour because life just gets in the way. That's just the way it goes. But when we've got this Chariot card, you're taking direction. You're taking charge of your direction, should I say. It's about, you know, the path that you may want to go down now, and nothing, hell or high water, nothing's going to get in your way. You've got a plan, and once you've got a plan, you can move forward. Now, some of you also, when you get the Chariot card, you may actually be traveling to this destination in a physical sense. So you've got your eyes on your goals, you've got your eyes on your happiness, your prosperity path, and you're moving forward. Now, as I said, there could be some physical traveling going on here. Perhaps you're taking a vacation before you action your plans to move ahead in your career or love. Or perhaps you're actually relocating in order to take action on this plan. There's some sort of movement, but it could be a spiritual movement. As I said, we'll go deeper. It's going to be very fruitful. There's a lot of avenues that you could have taken, is what they're indicating. But there's two. It's like a narrow, they're showing me like a narrow pathway. It's almost like, it's not that you're taking the most difficult route, Sag. It's, you're taking the sort of pathway that is, there's perhaps like a narrow time frame to it. It's a bit strange here, a narrow time frame they're giving me. Perhaps it's like wow, this is the second time they've really indicated like Indiana Jones to me in readings. I don't often see this, but they're indicating here a couple of things. One is, it's like, you know, when Indy kind of slides under this kind of like door thing that is coming down, and then he goes and grabs his hat. It's like in the nick of time. Okay, it's that energy, you know. Perhaps you found a solution to a situation and you're moving forward in the nick of time. Or, you know, you're traveling to a destination in the nick of time. You're just getting under the wire, it feels. It's a little narrow pathway. You're going to make it because you've got that Chariot card, you've got the Wheel of Fortune on your side, and also the new perspective with that Hangman energy as a unifier. So very, very exciting energy. It's going to be very abundant, okay, because we have a lot of growth in this situation as you move forward. Now, there also, as I was taking this card, as I was holding it, it's gone away now, but every time I hold it, Yeah, it comes back. They're indicating the lower back for me on the right hand side. Some sort of aching in the lower back. I'm not sure what they're trying to tell me here, but they're indicating an aching in the lower back here. Now, this is not something I've experienced before, and if it was me, then it would be constant. But every time I touch this card, you may have a Cancerian placement in some way. They're indicating something on the lower back here. So perhaps you've got an aching, or you've got a slip disc, or you've pulled something. I don't know. But if that's you, then there's something in this message for you. Okay. So we do have the Wheel of Fortune. It is in the antagonist position. This is a resistance position. So you may have felt a little bit stuck, okay? And you needed to find a new perspective, a new way of thinking in order to move forward there. With this Wheel of Fortune, this is the energy to overcome when it's in this position, okay? So it's almost like when you receive it in this particular position, it's in the reverse, okay? So it's a resistance energy that you may have to get over in order to move forward. And luck is on your side once you do that. So moving forward, it's almost like once you unstuck yourself in this situation, moving forward brings good fortune, good luck. It's a turning point, okay? So this is the energy to overcome. Now, you may have felt stuck in a situation where you physically could not move because of circumstances. They're indicating circumstances beyond your control, because they just said Wheel of Fate to me, okay? So it was fate that you were stuck in one position for a while. You could not action what it is you truly wanted to do, but it was all about divine timing, they're indicating here. They're indicating a boredom where it's like you were so bored that when I want to get this right, it's like they're really indicating this serpent. It's eating its own tail. It's like they're giving me, the image they're giving me is like eating your own fist, okay? Because you're so anxious, you just want to get out and do stuff. You hate being stuck in one place all the time. It makes you so bored that you just want to bite your hand. I'm not sure what that energy is, because obviously you shouldn't bite your own hand, but it's an indication of frustration that you couldn't move forward. But that's all about to change, okay, because of this new perspective that's happening here. It's almost like Spirit is coming to airlift you out of this stuck position of going round and round in circles, feeling like you're in the same place all the time. They're indicating it was divine timing, because as you can see, there is a figure in the center there. During this time where you felt like you were going round and round in circles, stuck in the same place, there was actually growth. As you can see, this figure is in some sort of cocoon shaped there. There was learning. It was uncomfortable, but it was a necessary sort of feeling of being in the same place. So you learned some lessons, did what you had to do. Stuff was on hold so that you could get other stuff sorted in order to move forward. I hope that makes sense. That's what they're kind of giving me. Also, they're giving me something about a foot. What is that? It's something. Okay. I'm gonna tell you, because this is what they gave me. It's something, they're showing me a foot first, and then they sort of zoomed in on the big toe, and they're showing me the nail is slightly discolored on the big toe. Okay, it's almost like it's a yellowy color. Now that could come from putting on like nail varnish type thing, and when you take it off, sometimes it's miscolored or something like that. It could be that, but they're indicating something about a big toe and it being the nail being slightly discolored. Apologies for describing that, but that's what they're giving me. So if that is you, then there's something in this message for you. Now we have the Hangman energy as your unifying energy. Again, they're indicating with this, it's like a timer, okay? Again, they're indicating that you may have felt time was running out, but it's just in the nick of time. This hand comes in to save the day, okay? Where you reach up for your happiness. Again, if you look at the bottom, it feels like you were stuck. It is growing pains there. You felt, you couldn't see a way out for a while, and then all of a sudden you change your perspective in some way, and then it allowed you to have a transformation. You can see that skull in the center. That is connected to the Death card, which is big changes happening. Okay, some sort of rebirth of a mindset in order to break through all this earth or this sand that was feeling heavy and making you feel stuck like quicksand, and then reaching up with that hand to grab the sun, which is the epitome of abundance, happiness, both on the material plane but also on the emotional plane. It's a joyous outcome, very successful, but it's after a period of waiting. Okay, so yeah, you're reaching up finally for your happiness. You're going for it. You're moving forward. It's like you're in the car and you're going for it. You're in the chariot of destiny, and it's a very fortunate time. Okay, very exciting. It's a turning point of your fortune, as it were. The wheel of fate is at the ready for you now. Thank you so much, spirit guides, great angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Sagittarians? Woo! So we have the Tower card. Okay, there we go. Oh, I'm loving that. Yes, interesting. So we have the Tower card. Now, you may have been feeling this, Sag. A lot of people, they look at things like, especially the Tower card, they go, okay, Tower means dun, 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 doom and gloom. Well, I don't read that energy that way. The Tower is actually a surprise, okay? It is something from the universe, a set of circumstances that comes in that you were not expecting, that are there to shake up the energy, to get you moving, to get you from feeling stuck. So we have that lightning bolt moment that hits the crown chakra. The crown chakra is about thinking. It's about receiving downloads from spirit, from the universe, in order to gain clarity, okay? So it sets the building on fire. Now, these people are stuck in this tower, okay? They're in a very tall building, disconnected from the rest of the world. They were in that building, but now the building's on fire. It requires a leap of faith into the unknown to become unstuck. If they stayed where they were, the building's on fire. They'd be in pain. They would be, it would lead to a very upsetting situation, a more dangerous situation than leaping into the unknown there. Now, the universe brings along these moments if you were sitting on the fence about an idea or a person. So it's almost saying, well, you couldn't make up your mind, Sag, so surprise, here's an unforeseen set of changes here. You can either sink or swim. And Sag, you are a survivor. So you choose to swim. You jump straight out and you swim. Okay, so this is a wonderful energy. I enjoy these kind of energies because it gets you out of your comfort zone. It makes you feel uncomfortable so that the only action you can take is to change something in order to move forward. Okay, so that's what's probably happened. Something has come towards you to make you feel you have to change, okay, in order to move forward towards your happiness. Now, we do have the Four of Cups. It's in the reverse position. Now, when it's in the reverse position, this is once you overcome feeling stuck, there is a new option available for you, okay? It could be in love because we're dealing with cups here, but you're taking, again, this is another card about a new direction. You've got a new outlook, so you're moving forward with a wonderful new set of emotions about a situation in order to reach up for that happiness. Now, as I said, this is emotionally very a contented time. You're feeling stable when you get this new outlook. And it is a gift from the universe there. It is something, again, that you were not expecting. So it is a wonderful place to be in that is sending you good vibes from the universe. It was meant to be. It's divine timing. Fate is stepping in here to give you a little nudge out of your comfort zone to bring you something better, to help you charge towards something better for your prosperity path. And look who we got turning up. Look what's happening here. Okay, so you're reaching up for your happiness. This is a Virgo card, Virgo energy, so you may have a Virgo placement. Queen of Pentacles. This is you being very resourceful with your money, sorting out your home life, feeling very stable where you are, Sag. You may be planning for the future financially, but also investing in terms of your committed relationships with people who are close to home. The Queen of Pentacles, she knows her worth. And this is the energy that you're embodying. Now, male or female, it's not about gender. It's about the energy that I read. And also, although this is an earth sign, an earth placement, it's about embodying that grounded energy, okay? Dependable finances coming on in, you're stable, you know your worth, you set your boundaries, and you've got your eye on a goal that you seem to be manifesting into the physical plane, and being quite contented that it's all coming together. It seems to be all shifting together in the right timing. Now they're asking me to look at this card a little bit deeper, so I will. One moment, please. Oh, okay. So they're giving me two. I'm laughing because they gave me a creature. I'm going to tell you about it in a minute, and they said, make it snappy. It was a crocodile. Okay, so, and make it snappy. So again, they're indicating this narrow period of time you feel like you have. You don't need to worry about anything or action anything too fast, because when we go too fast, we make mistakes. Okay, so although they're saying make it snappy, it's very interesting that it feels very much like in the timeline of you get something in the nick of time. Now this could be, as I said, a move. You may have got a good deal on moving somewhere, or in some way, sorry, they're just giving me something. Something that will lead to a lot of growth in the nick of time. You could have, like, I don't know, bought some shares. You could have, like, invested, I don't know why they're saying this, invested in strawberries. I don't know what that is, but perhaps you're growing your own and selling little punnets of strawberries. That maybe that's your thing. I don't know, but they're giving me strawberries. I feel that the energy from that is that they're actually giving me growth. It's the sweet growth of whatever it is you've invested in. You start to see it, and it's like life will be sweet once you take action on this thing. And the second thing that they're giving me is a hat with a red feather in it. It's like a red plume. It's very unique. Now this could be you having that, or you've got your eye on to buy it, or perhaps it's an indicator you see it out and about, someone wearing it. There's something here about a red hat with a very sort of, yeah, it's like, I want to call it a feather, but they're correcting me saying no, plume. So perhaps it's something to do with fancy dress. It's quite extravagant. Okay, so if that's you, then there's something in this message for you. Now, we do have the Devil card showing up in this. So you could be dealing with someone who has a Capricorn placement, or perhaps you have. This is about, when we get this card, it's about toxic cycles. Okay, so you may have had a bit of an epiphany as to some sort of toxic cycle that you've been going round and round and round in and getting nowhere with. Now, this could be the way that you look at making money, that you feel like, oh, you've made a certain amount and you need to make more, and then you're on the treadmill of just making money and not enjoying your money. It may be that you're dealing with a person who seems to never invest in a connection, and keeps coming round in some sort of cycle, and you have to release that energy. This Devil card, when it's in this particular position in the upright, it suggests something that you're tied to that is not very healthy. You feel like it has a bit of a hold on you. Now, because it's underneath the Chariot card, moving forward, you can't move too far if you're still connected to something that's chaining you. Okay, so you may have had an epiphany, as I said, about this, and there's a new perspective that allows you to release yourself from this energy. Now, this could be a person, it could be a toxic job situation, it could be your own toxicity, and we all have it in different varieties. It doesn't have to be a person. It can be, you know, the way that we, the mindset that we have about certain things in our life, and we have to let go of attachments to those things, to outcomes, you know, because sometimes when we've got a certain outcome that's so precise in our mind, if it doesn't come out the way that we'd hoped, we lose hope and we get disheartened and we give up. So it may be that you want to achieve a certain thing, have that in your mind, but the journey to get there, because it's under the Chariot card, release that. Let spirit, let the wisdom of the universe guide you on the path that you need to be, and you will get to your destination. Don't hold on too tightly, is what they're indicating with this Devil card. Oh, okay. They said enough. So they want to go to the next deck. Interesting. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Sagittarians? What else do they need to know? 8 of Wands. Okay, so as soon as you have this new outlook on something, it's really quick. This change is fast. You're going to get some very successful news that arrives for you. It's going to be quick. It's almost like it's a life-changing moment. A huge light bulb moment is going on, and you recognize, good luck really is on my side. You see this, it's like if you take a risk with something, and I don't mean a big gamble, putting all your money on number 8 in Vegas or anything like that. It's some sort of thing that you wouldn't normally do. You take a little risk on something, and it actually pays off in a really big way. Now, at the moment, they're indicating something that is financially very fruitful for you, okay? And it makes you feel emotionally contented. It will happen, as I said, very quick, but it's something you're passionate about. Wands are about passion, about achievement, something that you jump out of bed to do. You're very enthusiastic. It makes you, give me the words, it makes you swell with pride. What a wonderful but old-fashioned way of talking. It makes you swell with pride. Okay, so this is something that is all down to you. You've done all this hard work yourself here. And it's like magic. They're indicating there's something magical about this. You could never believe that this would have happened, and it really does. And it sets you up very comfortably for the future is what they're indicating here. Oh, okay, that may be too many because it hasn't happened for a while, but my wrist just kicked out. I've got an injury on my wrist. Sometimes it just prevents me from... Oh, I don't know if you heard that. Click right back in again. I'm just going to see because I can know when I can take and when I can't take the cards. Yeah, they said not for you. So, okay. I do apologize about that. Please bear with me. Oh, there we go. Those are for you. You can tell when something's for you and when something's not. Okay. So, very, very powerful energy here. King of Wands energy, Aries. This is about you being a bold leader. Your fire element, you are in your element when this kicks off. Okay, it's almost like entrepreneurial. Perhaps you're getting your own business off the ground, or perhaps you're getting advice from somebody who helps you financially, because it really does seem to be about finances at the moment. There's a lot of good fortune around you, and after a dry spell, they're giving me, there is so much fire. It's like you're getting hot with whatever this is. You're leading with charm. Okay, you're letting your inner self guide you and come out to play. It's not about strategizing as much as it is enjoying the moment as well along the way. It really feels as well, they've just indicating, you may have felt it quite recently, that your ancestors are with you. There's a real strong presence I've got right now of your ancestors are all standing behind you. It's like a power walk. You're not just walking alone. Wow, I'm getting real goosebumps here. I don't know if you can see that. They're really kind of walking. It's like a power charge. You are moving towards the destiny that you've always meant to be on. Yes, it's taken some time, but you're not alone. They're guiding you. So it's a huge ancestral energy they've just put behind this card. So if you've been wondering, during the dark times that you felt maybe stuck and you may have felt like you're alone, they're with you. It's just about divine timing. And it's interesting that these two cards came out together. You got the Magician card as well. So what you think about, you really are bringing about right now. You're very connected to the universe. And again, we have this lucky symbol. It's like a salamander. If you saw the rest of my apartment here, you'd see I've got 4 salamanders in this room alone. These are an indication of luck and good fortune in the way that you intend it. Okay, so very, very lucky time for you. But this is about you being in charge. Okay, this is about leadership. You're moving towards your goal and you've got your eye on that prize. Okay, now it says you may have an Aries placement, or you may be getting advice from somebody who is Aries in order to grow your finances in some way. But yeah, very powerful energy. I mean, you've got a lot of major arcana here as well. The Magician card paired with this Tower, the Devil, And this King of Wands, even though the King of Wands is a minor arcana, it's a very powerful energy of the law of attraction. Okay, releasing stuff that does not serve you after a new perspective, a new mindset. Perhaps you've regained your mojo and you're in a go-getting kind of spirit. The world is opening up again to opportunity and you're out there going and getting it. This Magician card, they're also indicating though that this Magician card, you're bringing it to you. Not only are you going towards it, you're bringing it to you. So it's like you're on a collision course with good luck, which is a wonderful energy to be on. The Magician is about turning your visions into reality, but using inspired action. So because it's underneath the action card with that Chariot, whether you are spiritually moving forward, physically moving forward, or relocating, or in some way, there is an idea that has sparked this all, and you've stepped into a new perspective, as it were. But it took a while because it's like self-sacrifice. You recognize you had to feel stuck before you could unstuck yourself. Okay? But you're very energized. They've asked me to have a look at this card a little bit deeper, so I will. One moment, please. Yeah, it's really about what you're focusing on. Your focus, especially before bedtime, they're giving me, as you fall asleep, between the waking worlds, what you think about, you're actually bringing into the physical realm. Very fruitful energy. Now, a lot of you, they're indicating you're either looking up at the night sky or you're learning about the cosmos in some way. They're showing me like space, like the cosmos. So perhaps you've been wondering a lot about what's out there. I mean, it's human nature for us all to look up and that's interesting. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. They've indicated here that looking up at the night sky, learning about the stars, in particular, there's certain sets of galaxies that you may be looking at. This is very precise, as I said, for somebody, but there's an indication here. When we look up at the stars, we're actually looking at the past, because the stars are something like we're seeing stars that are actually 400 or so years older than we are in this present moment. So it's almost like we're looking at the past if we look at the sky. That's a very interesting thing that they're giving me here. I don't know. I'm going to go straight on to Wikipedia or something to find that out. But yeah, they're indicating to look towards the future, and the future is within you. Not be having your attention. It's wonderful to educate yourself about the stars and the galaxies, etc., etc. But when you're dreaming and when you're bringing your visions into the physical plane, look within you. It is all within you, is what they're giving me. Wow, that's quite an interesting message to receive from this card. For those of you who are regulars to my channel, you know I don't get that energy on this card at all, actually. But that was what they've just given me. It's something very interesting. I love learning as well. So I will be looking that up myself to see if that is a thing. Okay, now we're just going to go into... Oh, this is so strange. They want to read the way that they want to read at the moment. So we're using the Fountain Tarot. Wow, the Star card. Okay, so once you turn a page here in the Fortune, all eyes on you here. This is Aquarian energy. This is some sort of renewal of hope. This inner clarity allows you to recognize the miracles that have actually been happening in your world on the material plane that you may have ignored, that you may have just missed. But you start to recognize once this turning point happens, because there's something that happens that you're like, this wasn't really possible. I didn't think I could do this. And now it's happening. And you're like, wow, fate has in some way stepped in to bring this, because this is... it's extraordinary is the word they're giving me. Okay, it's extraordinary luck. and it leads you to having some sort of recognition for your work, or some sort of perhaps award. It's a victory for sure, and you're in the spotlight for something here. You have to have faith that the wheel of fortune, the wheel of fate is on your side. Remember, to believe and receive is what they're giving me here. But it's this is your moment. This is what they're giving me. This is your moment to ascend here into the life that you've always dreamed that it's karma. Look at that, justice. This was meant to happen. What you give out, you get back, Sag, and they really want you to be mindful of that. When we got this justice card on the board, it's a Libran energy, and it's a cause and effect. What you did in the past is ricocheting throughout, and now it's sort of picking up momentum, and it is growing, and it's going to be very successful. So if you're trying to get a business off the ground here, then it's going to be very, very successful. You're manifesting it yourself into the physical plane, into reality here. When we get this card, you could also be dealing with contracts because of this. So sorting out contracts with for finances or the future. It's a very leveling out energy. A lot of balance comes with this. You find solutions to things that pop up, because there's, truth pops up when this card comes as well. But they're indicating the truth is setting you free. The truth is some sort of new perspective that you gain about a situation that leads you to like flying towards your destiny. That is very, very exciting, fortunate, and something that was meant for you. Karma, the law of karma is here for you. So whatever you've given out, you're getting back. It's like you're receiving tenfold because of the goodness that you've been giving out here. Oh, wow. Sag, you're getting the best cards. We got 10 of Cups here. Now, 10 of Cups is also family contentment. Okay, so this is something that keeps everybody in total love, harmony, support. It looks like it's a very balancing energy. You can rely on people as much as they can rely on you. They're also indicating here, when you get the 10 of Cups, it is the holy grail of abundance. Okay, so this is whatever it is you're hoping for, that you're manifesting here, you're receiving, and it's almost transcending your expectations, and it leads to like true kind of, everything across the board, true abundance. A lot of success. It's a very joyous outcome when you get this, but you feel supported is the most important energy. You feel like it's a healing energy, because it's almost like you can relax now. It's happening. It's happening the way that you were hoping for. Now we have the 6 of Wands. It's in reverse. They're indicating here one little slight thing, which is if something doesn't go right at first, don't give up. Because this is a retreating after, a lack of confidence. They want you to have confidence and faith that this is all happening. Now, also, they're indicating, and I don't believe this for a second with you, Sag, that it's almost like with great power comes great responsibility. And they're indicating ego. When you get this card in the reverse, this is a Leo energy, and when it's flipped like this in the reverse there, yes, it's about lack of confidence, but also, creating everything that you desire and it coming tenfold, you feel deserving. But sometimes there is a fine line between, deserving and expectation. And once you get into expectation territory and, if something does not go your way, they're indicating be mindful of ego. You're about to receive in a very large way. And when it is bestowed to us on a very quick field, we've got the Chariot card and the 8 of Wands. When it comes too quickly, they want you to be mindful about ego and expectation that more will come and more and more. Now, I don't ever imagine that would happen with you, Sag, because you're very balanced and you're very sharp shooting when it comes to communication as well. I don't imagine that you would get above your station, as it were. But it's almost like it's come together, like, as I said, with great with great power comes great responsibility. Sorry, it's just happened again. They've actually just asked me as well to be silent for a moment, so I will. Just need to shake up the energy. I do apologize. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. Nine of Wands in the reverse. So Nine of Wands in reverse is basically having faith again. Don't be too defensive. Keep your wonderful heart open. Wands are about what you're passionate about, okay? What you're trying to achieve. Be open to all possibilities. Again, it's about, you know, don't have those. It's okay. What they're actually giving me is concentrate on the end game. Concentrate on the goal, and leave the destination, the route to the destination, the avenue, the way that you're meant to go. Leave that up to the universe. Okay, work towards the goal, and you'll start to see it manifesting. But sometimes you got to take a detour, and that's for your highest good. It'll either be for learning or for networking or something like that. Allow it to unfold as you move towards it. This Nine of Wands also, it indicates after a period of isolation, it's about moving forward, okay, in order to, you know, you're no longer battling your way through things. There is a time of peace when this card shows up. So you won't have to fight for it anymore, Sag, is what they're indicating here. Now they have asked to go again, so I will. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Okay. Sometimes they ask for silence, and sometimes we got the Emperor again, okay? So you're releasing your power. Look at that. You're lifting the lid on your power. And again, when we have this Emperor-style energy, it's connected. Sorry, I'm just picking up the Emperor-style energy is like the King of Wands there. So when I said Emperor again, it's kind of a similar energy. It's about, you know, your power, being a leader, and strategizing where you want to go for the future. It's like future planning, but you're lifting your lid on your power because you're learning to let go. It's such an interesting thing. Once you hold something so tightly, it kind of dies. It's like the butterfly that lands on your hand. If you just allow it to be and allow it to come to you and have no expectation of it, it normally stays. But if you try to hold on to it, you crush it and it dies. Okay, and it kind of goes away. So they're indicating you're releasing your power. You're lifting the lid on that wonderful inner power there. And this new perspective allows you to let it just flow. Let it come towards you. They're just sort of indicating, you know, you have the plan, then let go of the plan. It seems easier than it is to do, but there's a lot of power that is, you're magnetizing things towards you. Now, they are indicating as well to remember to have fun, okay? Because we got a lot of hard work going on here. We got a lot of manifesting, and it'll lead to emotional contentment. But when you get the Emperor card, they're about strategy and using analytics, etc., to get to where they want to go. It's an entrepreneurial energy. So whatever you're trying to get off the ground here, it's going to be very successful. But please remember to have a little bit of fun. Okay, it's because they're opposing. Can you see that? You know, you got your Ten of Cups here, which is emotional contentment, but just be mindful that they go hand in hand, okay? And we have the Ace of Coins in reverse. Now, when you get this Ace of Coins in reverse, again, it's a little bit of an advice card. They're saying here a couple of things. One is don't stress about money, okay? What is for you will never pass you by, but also don't be too greedy, because when we get too greedy, we overwork ourselves and we kind of like, we don't allow it to flow to us as easily as it would come as if we just let go and have fun. When we have fun, we raise our vibrations, and the law of attraction works on vibrations. So when we're in high vibe, you know, we're attracting all the time. But when we are in a mindset of I better make more, I better make more, I better make more, because more and more is coming on in, you actually put your vibrations low and the frequency drops, and then things, you often, I don't know, they're giving this to me now. I've got a breeze here, so this is a very important message. They want you to look back on the times where you've upped your workload and worked super, super, super hard, and then things seem to have slowed down and got really stuck and then stopped. But once you start enjoying yourself and start to go, okay, yeah, I've done a certain amount of work. Now it's me time. Now I'm going to, you know, raise my vibrations by listening to my favorite music, or taking a bath, or having fun with friends, you know, having a Zoom call with my bestie. Those sort of things which raise your vibrations. All of a sudden, things just take care of themselves and come in a lot faster. So they want you to be mindful of that with this card. It is at the center of the reading there. So they want you to recognize your good fortune is coming in. Don't crush it. Okay? Don't push it. Don't stress about it. Just let it unfold as it's meant to come. Now, they've asked for 2 more, so I will give it 1. Thank you so much. 4 of Wands in the reverse. Okay? So this may lead you to be moving out of your current abode. When you have the 4 of Wands in reverse, it suggests leaving home, leaving a place that you call home. And because we have that Chariot on the board there, it suggests some sort of, oh wow, 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 wow. And we got the World. So again, there could be some sort of relocation here. Okay, 4 of Wands is, as I said, you know, your foundations, you know, just leaving them in order to get your happiness, to action your plan. Perhaps Sagittarius, I mean, you're a wonderful, free-spirited soul, and you don't like to be stuck. I mean, no human likes to be stuck. That's an obvious thing to say. But you are, I always see you guys and girls as the backpackers of the zodiac. You love to explore. You love this learning energy. You know, you like to get out there. You happen to things. You don't let things happen to you. You go out there and happen to things. It's very exciting energy. And it looks like you're taking on, you're leaving your comfort zone, because it's just next to that tower energy. Your comfort zone being, you know, your 4 walls, and getting out there and taking on the world. There's a freedom in that. Look at her. She is naked from basically the waist up and the waist down. She's just, you know, she's accepting. She's vulnerable, but in the best sort of way. She's allowing things to come in towards her. The world is a completion of some sort of life lesson, or, you know, completing goals. And also when you get this card, especially since you've got heavy travel energy in your card, that Chariot, the 4 of Wands in that reverse position, and also that 8 of Wands there, you know, there's travel happening here. As I said, you could be relocating for a job, or just going on vacation, right through to relocating to another country, emigrating. Okay, so there is some sort of movement. All your reading for September is about you're on the move. Okay, something that I feel you haven't been able to action for a while. But this is you. You're on top of the world. As I said, you're going out and happening to things. You're making it happen for you, which is the best kind of mindset. Perhaps that is the mindset. Sorry, they're just asking me to look at this card a little bit deeper, so I will. Well, they're giving me a watermelon. Wow. Okay, this is like I'm in somebody's head in the grocery store. It's quite precise again, so I'm not sure if anybody could take this, but I'm seeing like somebody in the grocery store, and they're looking at watermelon, and they're wondering, should I take a whole watermelon, or should I take the packaged stuff that's all cut up in chunks already, because I don't really like the seeds. That's very precise, but that's what they're giving me. So if that's you, then there's something in this message for you. Ultimately, there is a lot of abundance coming for you, and it's a very, very powerful energy read. I mean, super excited. I wish I was Sag right now. So your good fortune is coming on in, as long as you've got that new perspective to do you, to look after your own happiness. To put yourself first, Sag, is not a selfish act. They want that as a final message there. So you're reaching up after a period of feeling unstuck for your own happiness. And it's success and joy all round, because your happiness and success actually filters out to your people, your soul tribe. So it feels very much shared energy. Beautiful energy. Now I'm just going to give you a wisdom of the oracle before we close the reading. Thank you so much. Ooh. This is by Colette Baron Reid, and we have regeneration. Look at that. So as you can see, the earth is like lava. It was on fire. And when that happens, you know, that is an ending. The fires come along to burn up all the grass, to reseed, to make the earth more healthy for regrowth, and the growth is often stronger than before. Okay, so this is a period of growth after perhaps some sort of hardship, or, as I said, feeling stuck. You know, when you say lava, there is this energy of feeling stuck or being burnt by something here. When lava moves, it's a slow moving. Lava is slow moving, and when it actually comes to a stop, it starts to sort of crystallize, kind of cool down, and then everything is just wedged and it's stuck. So after that period, there is some sort of unique magical growth here. As you can see, this wonderful, looks like a bonsai tree, but there's growth here. And again, it's 46. So 4 and 6, when you reduce it, is 4 plus 6 is 10. Okay, now 10 is the Wheel of Fortune. It's the turning point, lucky turning point after a period of feeling stuck. Also, number 10 is about the ending of things. So it's the ending of anything that was not serving you. Okay, but it comes from this wonderful new perspective. I love that. So I'm just going to read from the book to give you what it means there. Number 46. Let's see. Number 46, rebirth, second chances, new opportunities. Second chances are available to you now. Whatever opportunities you thought were dead are now revived in a more authentic, stronger form. Whatever you may have perceived as failure or loss is now being replaced by something better and more powerful growing in its place. This rebirth is assured. Step into your new life. Destiny is being fulfilled in wondrous ways. What happens when it appears that you failed at something? Do you see the beauty in the lesson? The understanding that arises from difficulties is like a seed that lies dormant for a time. Then once it germinates in your subconscious, it pushes through your awareness. It is becoming apparent that there is a new you, a new start, a more powerful version and form of what you began to plant in the garden of your imagination has now surfaced. You are ripe for success. New opportunities, much better than those that came before, appear like gifts from the gods. Now is one of those times when out of seemingly loss and failure comes something remarkable and abundant. Do not dwell on the past, because you really are experiencing a rebirth. Okay, so beautiful, beautiful energy there. Powerful reading. Okay, my beautiful Sag, we will leave it there. We'll give you a trinket before we go. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Sagittarians? What do they need to know? Ooh-wee. We have the lucky number. We have the lucky cat. Okay, beautiful, ornate, unique cat. Very, very different. So, and it's sitting. So luck is coming to sit by your side. They want me to count the swirls on it. They've done this to me once before, so they're doing it again. I can't remember how many's on there. So one moment, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah. Okay. So it is lucky number 7. I mean, I would have put 9 on there. Cats normally have 9 lives, but there's actually 7. So it is the number of luck, but it's also the number of the Chariot card. Cancerian energy, moving forward with luck on your side. I mean, you can't get more precise in a trinket than that. I close my eyes when I take those trinkets. I know you can't see me, but you have to take my word for it. I like to be surprised by the trinket I get. So there we have it. And where would you like? Well, of course, they want it on the Chariot card. Moving forward with luck on your side. And we have the first step. We have a baby foot. Okay? The first step is a new perspective. You're making your mark on the land with your footsteps. Okay? Interesting. They said, don't forget the ancestors. Remember, this foot is not alone. You are being guided by your ancestors. They're standing by your side in power and solidarity, and they're helping you move forward. This is your time. This is your destiny. Very important energy. Where would you like this foot? Oh, wow. Before I leave this, they want it on the hangman. Before they leave this, they're suggesting that this is very powerful energy. They're suggesting here that your footprint isn't just your footprint. It is the footprint of all your ancestors that went before. I mean, that's a powerful message right there. Wow. So yeah, here we go. The first step towards your success, your happiness, starts with wisdom. It starts with a new perspective, something that you've learnt in order to help you move forward and take action on your destiny. Very powerful energy. Okay, my beautiful Sag, I hope something in this message resonated for some of you out there. If it did, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press the little bell. Apparently that's important. It lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonated with the reading, which is very important for me. Apparently there was a problem with the bell. It was graded out, but I've now rectified that technical issue, and you can now press it if you would like to know about the next message. As I said, it costs nothing at all. I will be doing a love reading in the next couple of days. So this is about your prosperity path, the general prosperity path for September, and your love reading will follow. Thank you so much, my beautiful Sagittarians. Love and light.